Hello, America, and welcome to our first show of AMHQ, where anything could happen today.
Sleeping, the answer may be less in counting sheep and more in...
Well, millions of those who are Irish, and some folks who want to be always made it all the way to the sea. Explorer and founder of Blue Legacy International, Alexandra Cousteau, is live at Rocky Mountain National Park. There's in all morning long of what it looks like beneath that snow. I found one or two that I'd like to show you, but take a look at this one in Washington, D.C.
A lot bit more. I'll show you what's going on here. A lot of storm reports, Sam, including all the blue snowflakes that you see on the map here.
In this morning's headlines with Anaritis Rodriguez. Anaritis.
That's right, Sam. 10 days of searching and still no definitive leads. Crews are searching, canvassing an area of about 800 to 1,900 nautical miles.
So first, let's talk about the 10th day of the search for that missing Malaysian Airlines jet. New information this morning seems to be focused on widening the search area toward Perth, Australia. Anaritis Rodriguez will have more information on that and also on looking into the pilot this morning. Also, hundreds of thousands of you will get your minivans fixed, by the way, before you get on the road, because Honda's recalling about 900,000 Odysseys. It's information you need to know before you turn the car on this morning. And a quick look at what's trending. Well, on Twitter, it's Russia. No surprise. Crimea's vote to secede from Russia has got everybody buzzing on exactly what that means. Google, it's a little information for the office pool. Everybody wants to figure out their NCAA brackets.
DC, it has been a very rough year for us, though, in Washington, D.C. when it comes to snow. Let's show you some of the stats for Washington, D.C., because I think the comparison between this year, last year, and average is pretty remarkable for many of us.
This morning we begin a journey down the most celebrated but challenged river in the world, the Colorado River.
Already seeing a lot of that this morning. It's going to bring you the science behind what's going on this morning in Florida. Really getting a soaking, a place like Jacksonville.
Ladies and gentlemen, the rest of AMHQ will be, and we're on our way back. It's the first time I'm going to try it, but I have to do the Lucky Charms thing before I get to the Broad. We're in a brand new show for you, AMHQ. We're going to take a look at how this snow is moving across the area. I would include some spotty hail in that, and also the possibility of getting maybe a scattered, not only waterspout, but a little bit of tornado action in there. Just keep an eye out for it. Can we use that headline crime mystery now? Malaysian Flight 370 disappeared 10 days ago.
That's right, Sam. Calling it an unfathomed mystery.
I'm so glad you're there for us to talk to us on something that's incredibly important.
And we're back tomorrow.
Oh, we're back tomorrow. There's more
Right
tomorrow.
tomorrow, 7 o'clock.
It's already into the 80s, a little bit cooler as we look back towards Burlington, all the B cities, Buffalo, Binghamton. Look at our dew point temperatures into the 70s already. Philadelphia and D.C. into the mid 70s. It feels like Florida, essentially, in the Northeast. So we do have the 80s as we head into the afternoons. 90s, actually, what it feels like already, 91 degrees in Washington, D.C. With that said, we have heat advisory. So essentially, where you see the red and the pink on the map, that's where you have the temperatures where it's going to feel above 100. The excessive heat warning, the pink, that's worse than the red. But let me tell you, if it feels like 105 or feels like 110, regardless, it is hot out there. So today, temperatures on the thermometer, at least down the Megalopolis and I-95 corridor, it's going to say the 90s. Tomorrow, we see those 90s again. But as we head into our Wednesday, that's when things get a little bit better. And there's an example for you in Washington, D.C., back towards average towards the end of the week.
Morning, top of the hour. Welcome to the Power Hour of Wake Up with Alfred, Thursday, May 14th, 2015.
We are live in New York, and we know that you are rushing around the house trying to get yourself ready and perhaps your kids ready to get out the door. So we're going to get right to your top three.
Here we go. Everything you're going to need.
We are unfortunately probably going to be using that scale as we head into the weekend. Why? Because we have this big upper level low. I always say the atmosphere is like a hamburger. So let's go up to the lettuce layer. We live at the bottom bun, and this is showing us this big low pressure that's going to barrel eastbound. It's a cold pocket aloft, so cold air is going to want to sink. The warm, moist air at the bottom bun is going to come up, and that means we're going to see convection. So that low pressure is going to swing in tomorrow, bringing well-needed rain into California. So that's the good news with it. As we head into our Saturday, it's going to continue to bring that severe weather threat. Moisture is being pumped up from the Gulf of Mexico. And remember, moist air is more buoyant than drier. So we have the buoyancy, and tomorrow our torcons are in the 3 to 4 range, anywhere here from south central South Dakota down towards Nebraska, and as we make our way down into Texas. Again, the same areas that got hit last weekend could get hit again this weekend. Last weekend we had something like 50 tornadoes. It looks more like it's going to be a hail threat than a tornado threat, because yes, we have the jet stream, but our jet stream winds are coming like this, and kind of our winds south of that are almost in the same direction. So it seems that we're going to see more hail because because the storms are going to blow up. The upper level winds are going to knock the top off the storms. They're going to be able to grow again. So it's going to be able to support really big hail opposed to having the winds twisting with height. That's what causes the tornadoes. Saturday, Fargo, all the way down to San Angelo. Take a pencil in your hand, and if you go like this, winds twisting with height, then you have essentially a tornado. We don't see as much twist in the atmosphere,
right.
but
Eastern
some.
South Dakota a 4, a 5 in central and eastern Nebraska into central Kansas. Same places we saw last weekend, central and eastern
I'm standing
Oklahoma.
right over it.
That's okay. Well, here at the Weather Channel, we like to say it's amazing out there. David Fitzsimmons has spent his career photographing nature's tiny wonders and creatures.
Again, I'm standing over everything. Get it together,
his
Abrams.
curious critters. Welcome back to Wake Up with Al on Thursday, May 15th.
I'm Stephanie Abrams alongside Al Roker. You might be in a hurry to get out the door, so we're going to get right to what you need to know.
Here we go, the top 3.
Start with our tornado tally because we were running well below average for the year. I mean, look at January through April, 39% below average. Then in May, we jumped up in just the first 11 days, 47% above average. But overall, year to date, we're still below average by 19%. We will take it. But that could change over the weekend because we have this huge low pressure coming in. This is our water vapor imagery. Hang with me for just a second. I got you. I'm not going to let you go. This shows us a couple things. The pink you're looking at, that indicates moisture well above us in the atmosphere, the mid to upper levels. You can have moisture up there and not at the surface. So you have to look at all the different layers. That's why I always say the atmosphere is like a hamburger. Now, we also look for upper level features, and we have this big upper level low. If you were with us yesterday, we were showing you it was up towards the Gulf of Alaska. That's dipped down. It's going to bring showers into Southern California. High five for that. And then it's going to march eastbound, and it is going to bring the threat of severe weather. Now, what's going to happen is in order to get tornadoes, you need wind shear and you need directional shear. There's a couple types of shear you can have in the atmosphere. That means our winds are coming from one direction at the lower levels and then another direction at the upper levels, and that causes that spinning in order to get tornadoes. What we're going to see here as we head over the next couple of days is more speed shear. The winds are going to come basically from the same direction, not exactly, but close, and the winds, as you get farther away from the earth, there's less friction. So the winds at upper levels go a lot faster. So what's going to happen is we're going to get thunderstorms to boil up, and then these upper level winds are going to take the tops off those storms, and they'll be able to grow again. When they do that, we can actually support hail, bigger hail that gets blown off. You get bigger updrafts, and you can support bigger hail. So I think this is going to be more of a hail event over the next several days, but there's still a chance for tornadoes. Our Torcon are in that 3 to 4 range. So tomorrow, Friday, that's where we'll have the severe weather. Saturday, there's a better chance because our low is going to get a little more organized, a little more put together. We still have that Gulf moisture, and there it is on Saturday, a larger area of severe weather, and also our Torcons just a touch higher. And then on Sunday, it's going to move a little bit farther east. Well, when Tropical Storm Anna hit the Carolina coast, it uncovered something a little mysterious. What we know about a piece of history that had been buried.
Listen to the rhythms of our slanted voices. Listen.
Naša ideja i naš koncept je bio da te grafike unutar samog virtualnog seta budu što jednostavnije, što brže da se napune sa podacima i da se prikazuju. Ideja je bila da povežemo virtualni set zajedno sa nekakvom realnom scenografijom i da na taj način dobijemo nekakvu ekstra dimenziju što se tiče samog prezentiranja nekakvih ekstra podataka u samom virtualnom setu.
Najveći izazov dok se radi virtualni set je kombinacija virtualnog seta i stvarne scenografije. Znači u našem slučaju konkretno kod ovih izbora smo imali stvarni set, znači pod koji je bio ukupno dužine oko 10 metara i s time, znači ako se želi poklopiti kamera od jednog kuta do skroz do drugog na toj duljini od 10 metara, onda baš stvarno mora se poklapati tracking u svakom trenutku.
Imali smo veliku potrebu se pomaknuti iz virtualnog seta, znači da ga nekako malo osvježimo, pogotovo da ga usmjerimo i gledatelju prikažemo da on nije toliko virtualni. To smo postigli s time da smo koristili dio prave scenografije, određeni podest pod, koji nam je davao određenu teksturu i određenu sjenu, pa voditelj ili gost u studiju nije izgledao kao da leti u zraku. I ono što smo htjeli dodatno naglasiti, znači određeno kadriranje koje jednostavno sa postojećim mini kranom nismo mogli dobiti. Zato smo otišli na varijantu s Type-a sa stentonom, većim, koji nam je puno omogućio veći raspon kadrova i veći raspon postavljanja određenih grafika u sam prostor unutar virtualnog seta.
Do sad smo većinom koristili Shotoku za sve 3 kamere, sad smo kombinirali krupne kadrove Shotoku i za široke kadrove smo koristili Stipe Grip u kombinaciji sa kranom gdje smo dobili puno veći prostor kretanja, znači čak ulaz unutar scene i puno više mogućnosti kadriranja.
Stipe smo iskoristili u ovom slučaju ne ko overlay grafiku, nego ko background grafiku. Znači, njegove podatke smo slali u Viz.io koji je kontrolirao sve 3 virtualne kamere. Tracking kod Stipe-a se pokazao izvanredan. Nismo imali apsolutno nikakvih problema. Dapače, cijeli setup virtualnog seta i zamjene postojećeg Jimmya sa Stipe gripom je bio vrlo lagani proces i nismo imali nikakvih problema. Do sada smo Stipe koristili znači trenutačno samo u varijanti foregrounda, znači unutar virtualnog seta. Ono što ga želimo ga koristiti ko overlay grafiku na pravim tvrdim scenografijama. I ono što želimo isto, znači Stipe povezati sa drugim mogućnostima koje Viz Artist pruža.
Koristili smo dosta kran za razliku inače. Time smo dobili baš vizualno dosta dobar dojam, drugčiji nego što smo inače dobivali i zato mislim da što se tiče vizuale da su ovo bili bar po meni najbolji izbori koje smo odradili. I grafike su bile odlične, ali sam taj pokret kamere koji je bio drugčiji nego inače što smo koristili, mislim da je to bilo stvarno najbolji do sada.
Ove godine imamo i parlamentarne izbore gdje mislimo Stipe koristiti na malo više načina. Definitivno vani, definitivno u studiju. Pošto smo Stipe iskoristili sada u virtualnom setu, htjeli bi ga sad znači iskoristiti u pravom setu. Do sada svi trackingzi iz načina koji funkcioniraju mogu samo reći da nam je sa Stipe-om bilo izvanredno olakšano način setupa i način korištenja Stipe-a. Volili bi ga sad iskoristiti u nekakvim nekontroliranim uvjetima, pogotovo vani i pogotovo znači negdje gdje nije fiksan neko određeno vrijeme, nego znači ovisno o emisiji se mijenja svakodnevno.
Welcome to ORAD's presentation of Powerwall here at IPC 2014. This year we're showing how we can fill this large display surface and ticker at the top with high-resolution graphics from a single HDVG4 rendering platform. The HDVG4 gives us the ability to generate very high-resolution graphics for different types of video wall and display surface. Now I'm controlling the graphics here from my Surface tablet using TD Control. Now here I'm going to bring in some weather graphics to show how we can use our canvases inside Render Engine to send graphics to specific parts of the display. So here I can bring my weather into just this vertical section. Let's go in and see what the weather is like in Chamonix. So we can bring in very high resolution, very detailed graphics into our display very easily. Let's just go back to our main map. And now we will go through to a science show. So in here we use the same concept of canvases where we can set that graphics appear in specific regions of the screen. In this case to have one panoramic area here with another section at the bottom. Now, if we take a look at the display over here, I will just pan my camera across a little bit. We're using a head from telemetrics that's providing us tracking data. We use this tracking data inside the graphics to introduce a 3D effect to the scene. So I'll just walk across to one side, and now as I move the camera, you'll see in the screen here what the viewers see at home. We'll see that the International Space Station will respond to the tracking data as the camera moves, and it will provide like a window through the video wall into a 3D space. So we have this parallax effect, which we call our screen flower, which brings life to the video wall, makes it into a 3D environment. If I now change to my video scene, I can bring in my live video sources. The HDVG4 supports up to 16 in HD 1080i or 8 in 3G. And what we've done is we've connected these video windows to the tracking data so that when the camera is moving, the video windows are turning to face the camera, so that the viewers at home will always see the content facing them and oriented towards them. So as you see, as I move the camera back, the video windows are changing position, changing orientation, so that they always face the viewer. Now, one final thing I'd like to show you is interactivity on our video wall. Now, we're partnering with a company called Move that are providing us with an interactive device that allows the presenter to interact with the video wall itself. So you see that now it's running, I'm selecting the video, and I can now position it on screen. I can grab other items, move them around. So now the presenter is free to be in different places inside the studio space, interact with the graphics directly, without having to stand in front of the video wall to do this. One final thing is, of course, our LED at the top. We're using the same DVG to power the graphics that go inside our LED strip, because we can create different canvases of different aspect ratios to match the display surfaces perfectly. So now I'll just control my ticker up there, change the data inside. So from the same station, I can control different videos, different content within the wall quickly and easily. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you need more information, please contact us at orad.tv. Thank you very much.
dins del Regne Unit continuen guanyant amb un 47%.